All right, guys, continuing our series on sort of odd and inexpensive revolvers. We have this Security Industries of America revolver made in New Jersey. This is, I think, the only firearm I've ever handled that was made in New Jersey. Are the Henry rifles made in New Jersey? I can't remember. This one is actually 357 Magnum, according to the label. It's a stainless steel gun. These were made just briefly, like late 70s, early 80s. And yeah, they weren't really around for very long. This one is set up as double action only, of course, with a bobbed hammer. It's got a latch kind of similar to a Smith & Wesson. But these were not popular, and maybe we'll find out why today. We got a fixed rear sight. Got wood grips with some finger grooves. Let's shoot it and try it out. It's kind of interesting if you press the trigger a little bit and as the hammer comes back, grab it and yank on it. This thing does have a single action sear. We can shoot it in single action. So that's kind of cool. We have a little short ejector rod. Even though we do have a 3-inch barrel, we have room for a longer ejector rod. And I like the 3-inch barrel. That's a good compromise in 357 mag. It lets you get more velocity, but still have a compact gun. But yeah, so it turns out this is single action, double action, but it's not really intended to be fired single action. We got these wooden grips. I don't know if these are original. They probably don't have a lot of give to them. I'm just shooting 38 special ammo, so I mean, it shouldn't kick a whole lot or anything like that. It's an all steel gun, but in 357 mag, it could be unpleasant. Shooting from about 10 yards. This thing jumps a little bit, even with that 38 special ammo. The ammo I'm shooting is Blazer Brass, 125 grain, full metal jacket. And it's got a little bit of kick to it. We have a misfire. That's awfully unusual for centerfire ammo. The cylinder is locked up. I think I've solved the mystery. We do not have much of a dent on that primer. Here are the first two we fired, barely dented. The third one, which did not fire, also barely dented. That's not good. Have a look. There are primers. We don't have deep dents, although 4 of them did fire. And if we look at the target, hits in no particular order, 1, 2, 3, 4. The sights are nicely regulated, shooting to point of aim. It's not shooting a very good group. I'd call that mediocre at best for 10 yards, even for me shooting. And the gun didn't fire one of those cartridges. So I think maybe I'm starting to see why they quit making these. Here's our Security Industries of America revolver from Little Ferry, New Jersey. I just now realized these chambers are actually recessed. The cartridges sit right down in there flush, which is a nice touch. The barrel is not pinned, but you know, that was a time when Smith & Wesson was mostly still making them with recessed chambers, and so it looks like the Security Industries decided to copy that. Recoil was not terribly unpleasant, but a little sharp. The real problem was that trigger guard kept banging me on that knuckle, kept whacking me. So somebody with smaller hands or a different shaped grip or whatever might not have that problem. The group was mediocre. Oh, this ejector rod does not move smoothly or freely. The empties didn't give me a lot of trouble coming out, but they didn't come out as easily as I'd like. There's just not a whole lot to like about this revolver. I thought that I would like it. It's got a 3-inch barrel. It's stainless, holds 5 rounds, 357 mag, got plenty of power, American made, although wasn't made here for very long. But unfortunately, it just is not doing all that well. Lockup is fine. It's okay. It just, it's mostly disappointing because of those light strikes. There are several things it doesn't do all that well, but the big thing is it's not reliable, at least not with the ammo I was shooting. Now, CCI primers are the hardest primers on the market, so if I shot it with, say, Federal ammo, maybe it would be 100% reliable. I don't know. But we talked about this before. If I were to take these grips off of here and have a look at the mainspring, maybe I'd be able to put a spacer under the mainspring and increase hammer tension a little bit, and then it would be more reliable. It may be a little unreliable because this hammer's bobbed. There's not a lot of mass here. Come on. This hammer's just not as heavy as some, and so it doesn't hit primers as hard as it could. But the bottom line is it's an unreliable revolver, and to my mind, it doesn't have much of a place. If we could make it reliable or find some ammo with which it's reliable, then yeah, I guess it could be okay. But, you know, I can't love it. These are collectible. You don't see, I had never seen one or heard of one before this one. That's how rare they are. I've been messing around with guns for a long time. Never heard of one of these. Never seen one. I said, what the heck is a Security Industries? I didn't know what that was. So this is my only experience with these revolvers, and unfortunately it's not a great experience. Again, we could probably make this work as a defensive revolver, but unless you had to, why would you? I wouldn't go seeking one out unless you're a collector and you just think it's neat. I wouldn't go seeking one out for defense. If you happen to have one that your dad gave you or whatever, and for whatever reason you can't replace it, you can make it work. But nope, I cannot recommend this. Sorry, New Jersey. Keep your powder dry.